Good morning, everybody. This video is a brief introduction to accessing one of the new benefits we negotiated in this round of bargaining, which is using NEA Micro Credentials for lane change. Once again, micro credentials are free for all REA members. If you're a non-member, you can still do the micro credential, but you're going to need to pay for the certificate. For all teachers in the bargaining unit, during the span of this contract, which lasts until June 30th of 2027, HR will accept 10 NEA micro-credentials for lane change. So let's get started. The first thing you do is navigate to the micro-credentials page. And again, I have all the relative links in the document that's attached to this video. So I'm on the micro-credentials page. I will scroll down and click Visit NEA Certification Bank to get started. And I see I'm on the NEA Cert Bank page. Notice in the top right corner, I am already logged in. You will have to follow this process to log in. Click Sign In and either sign in with your NEA credentials or create an NEA Certification Bank account. When you create your account, you may or may not need your NEA number. If you don't know your NEA number, you can email Kathy Erie here in the REA office and she can look it up for you. If you use the same email address that NEA has on file for you, you won't need your NEA number. The system will automatically associate you with your number. But if you're using a different email address than you originally signed up for NEA with, you will need that number. So email Kathy to get it. Once you're signed in, if you scroll down a little bit, you're going to see 4 color-coded large buttons that are titled What is a Micro-Credential, the Micro-Credential Library, Create Account, and My Profile. I'm going to click Create Account. And again, I'm already signed in. My account has been created. You'll see up at the top right a My Profile, Micro Credential Library, and Help Center. Down below, the micro credentials are organized by stacks, and each stack will have a various number of micro credentials within it. What I recommend people do Sorry, here we go. I wasn't sharing that screen. This is the list of stacks, and within each stack, there's a various number of micro credentials. What I recommend you do once you get to this point is scroll through and look at the stacks. Just browse them and find a stack that has a topic you're interested in. So for this example, I'm going to use bully-free schools. You will notice within the bully-free schools stack, there are 7 micro credentials that I could earn, all surrounded on the topic bully-free schools. You don't have to do all 7 micro credentials within bully-free schools. You might only want to do one of them and then go do another topic. That's perfectly okay. So I'm going to click View Stack underneath bully-free schools. And I see that, there we go. I see that there are 7 micro credentials within this stack. Each one takes approximately 15 hours. And if I scroll down on that page, it'll tell me what I'll learn, who should apply. And a note about who should apply. Some of the micro credentials are specific for ESPs or aspiring educators. Make sure when you're choosing one, you choose one that has K-12 educators should apply. If I continue to scroll down, I'll see the titles of each of the 7 micro credentials within stacks, within this stack. So I'm going to choose cyberbullying and cyber safety. So I'll click get started right there within the cyberbullying credential. That takes me to this page where there is a user agreement on the left. Also below the user agreement, a reminder that payment is required if you are not an NEA member. Non-members will be able to go and complete the stack, but they will not get the certificate if they don't pay the fee. If I continue down on the left, it shows the different portions that I need to do. The first is user agreement. When I'm ready to do the user agreement, click select. Then I'm ready to start the micro-credential. By scrolling down a little further, I can click Part 1 Overview Questions, select, and I can complete that part. You'll notice on the left, there's this color-coded box that shows your progress on completing the micro-credential. To complete this one, Part 1 Overview Questions, Part 2 Unit Plan, Part 3. The second part of Part 2 is Student Work. The third part of Part 2 is Analysis. Part 2 is generally submitting artifacts. And the artifacts all have to do with your implementation in your classroom. Almost all of the micro-credentials require a reflection at the end. When you complete that, you are ready to pay the fee. If you're a non-member, it is free for members, and do your final submission. When you do the final submission, each submission is reviewed by 2 educators who both send their recommendation to NEA for a final review. This process can take up to 3 weeks, so don't wait until the last minute before lane change time. Once the review is complete, you'll receive an email that will let you know that you earned the micro-credential, or you will receive an email that provides you with details on how you will need to revise your work. Please note the email that these go to is whatever email you use to sign up for NEA. So make sure your current personal email address is updated with NEA. After submission, once your work has been reviewed and accepted, you can go up here, click the little drop-down arrow in the top right next to your name. Make sure you see your name there. That means you're not logged in. And go and choose My Profile. When you click My Profile, this is where all your personal information is. The part you're going to be interested in is what you're enrolled in and My Transcript in the middle. If you click My Transcript, this is where you will see your certificates that you will need to download and submit to HR for lane change. You can submit multiple ones at once. You don't need to submit them one at a time. Wait until you have enough credits for your next lane change. And when you do, you can submit them all at once. But what HR will need is the certificate that you completed. If you have any questions or problems, feel free to reach out. I'm happy to help you. I'm really happy we were able to negotiate this benefit. I know that getting lane changes is more and more expensive every year as the cost of college increases, and also with accessibility of what's accepted and what isn't. These are guaranteed accepted by our contract through June 30th of 2027. I hope you have a great day. Thank you for being a member, and I'll talk to you soon.